Hi, it's me, your boyfriend slash girlfriend slash day friend's favorite content creator. And this is going to be a somewhat of a quick-ish video. I mean, I would hope so. It's not much for me to talk about in terms of the actual material, but rather my thoughts on it. And I am wasting time. I'm so sorry. So, Battlefield 6 has had an open beta happening for a while now. A lot of people are playing it across, Twitch. Lots of people are playing it on Steam. Just being played by a lot of people, including one person by the name of Riley, or a VTuber named Riley CS. And the reason why I'm talking about this person is because there is a huge intersection of shit going on that I find fascinating, but in the worst way possible. Riley is a VTuber, and on top of that, Riley is a trans woman. And normally that wouldn't be an important detail if we lived in a sane world, but we ostensibly do not. So Riley has a clip of her playing Battlefield 6 and just owning. The clip is titled, at least on Twitter, it's with Cat Girl Locks In, or the most locked in cat girl, right? And the clip went super viral. Good job. Except people are saying that she's cheating. Well, that's a lie. People aren't saying she's cheating. People are misgendering the fuck out of her, whether it's from Dexterto or just typical transphobes, right? Rather call her, they or them, rather than just use her appropriate pronouns, which is very easy to find. She, her. But anyways, she went viral. People were talking about it to the point where she got temporarily banned on Twitch. But not banned for cheating, though people assume that she's cheating. There's been no conclusive evidence to point out the fact that she's cheating, but I guess she was too good at it. Something about her flicking to a rock or something, and people are just saying she's a cheater. She's a cheater, so they mass flagged her on Twitch. She temporarily got banned, but as of this recording and upload, she is unbanned.
Wow, I flicked straight at that guy through the wall. Oopsie.
See that red marker? Yeah, that's a player. People look at maps. Long story short, seeing the red dot on the mini-map made it less sus if you think about it. All it takes is using your common sense and eyes. And if you're an FPS player, you know how easy it is to look in a certain area.
The reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I truly believe this would not have gotten nearly enough attention if this wasn't a trans woman doing it. And I say that because I do not follow Battlefield at fucking all. I'm not a first-person shooter kind of guy, to be completely honest. Definitely not a first-person war shooter kind of guy. I don't do battle royales or anything like that, aside from the occasional Fortnite match. But I've seen more things about this Battlefield 6 beta, and particularly this person, than I have any other gaming shit that I actively follow. I know there are people who have cheated before in Fortnite and in Call of Duty. Hell, a lot of my friends tell me people cheat all the time in Call of Duty, but I never hear about to this extent. Yet suddenly, a trans VTuber is doing good in the game, and I cannot get away from this information. I can't get away from it. It's literally all over my goddamn For You page. There is such high levels of rampant transphobia, especially when it comes to the VTubing space, where a lot of VTubers are being attacked for being trans, that this is unfortunately the new reality, because we have never really addressed the bullshit that happens in gaming, to be completely honest, within the actual gaming community, and we've allowed this shit to fester. Now we're seeing people can't even fucking post clips of them going hard. And from what I was able to find, that was a clip from a 21 hours of footage. And it was a 3-second thing. People were oh, they're cheating, even though there was videos to show to the contrary, right? But all of this has happened because they're trans woman. It's again, the intersection. Being a woman in this space, especially in the first-person shooting space, sucks. I have seen this multiple times. Being a trans woman, truly in any space, kind of fucking sucks because of how we treat them. Now we're seeing a double whammy of just misogyny and hatred, bigotry. And my whole thing is, listen, if you think this person's a cheater, fine, whatever. But to go out of your way to misgender them, to create this like almost a hate campaign against a person you probably had never heard of before prior to this is insane to me. And of course, when I'm talking about people being hateful and bigoted and losers, you know Tectone's gonna jump in that bitch. Hey Tectone, I'm glad to see you finally stopped deep throating Asmongold long enough to talk about something else. But maybe, I don't know, maybe do some research. Maybe don't come off as the most fucking miserable, pathetic person all the time. Like maybe don't do that. Maybe don't accuse this person of being a man or whatever all over a game that you weren't even fucking playing. Maybe just, I don't know, stay in your own lane. How's your dad doing, by the way? Just curious about that. But yeah, like overall, it's really disheartening to see that we are still very much allowing these fucking bigots to dictate so much of like what's happening in the gaming sphere. And also a big fuck you to Dexito to not using their correct pronouns and just going like they, them, whatever. If you were doing any sort of reporting, you could have gone to their page and just seeing what they identify as and then go off of that. But again, they're still riding on that bigotry, you know, wave train, right? And it's so fucking like, no one would care if they weren't a trans person. And it sucks that they're getting all of this heat from just what, being good at a game. I'm no stranger to playing against people who are really good. I'm like, damn, they're cheating. But I'm not gonna make a fucking campaign about it. Either get good or get gone, right? Man, you guys, it's telling you, sometimes it feels like we're making a lot of progress, and then you'll just like see shit like this, and it's like this is still getting reported as Riley cheated and was banned. Not that it was a false flag from a mass report campaign on Twitch, but that her cheating in Battlefield 6 got her banned from Twitch, even though she's not banned from Twitch or banned from playing the game. They've not released any statements saying that they've banned Riley from this. But we're still seeing stories coming out like, oh no, she got banned, so therefore I'm right. Like all of this is just, it's just bigotry and transphobia. And we gotta do better than this, man. Like we gotta do better. That's all I want to say.